nom, Hugo? C'est bon? Bonjour tout le monde, bienvenue au live chat, le 6e de la série. Nous le ferons en anglais comme toujours, mais je me disais qu'on pourrait vous parler un petit peu en français au début juste pour vous confondre. So, again, Naked Jab is still on vacation, and we've got Yoshi with the laptop to monitor the chat, so do not hesitate and send your question to him. We'll be, again, glad to answer them, or most of them if you ask too many. We want to wrap it up in about half an hour, so we don't bore you to death. We've got a few points sent by Amy from the community to yourself.
First of all, welcome to Close Beta 2. It's fun to see that we have a lot of returning players from Close Beta 1, and we are happy to see you again. Hope you enjoyed the new game start, because we have we gave you more resources to start with in order to have a better play experience and a more engaging play experience for the first few game sessions. Hope you enjoyed that. We've also seen some alliances that were formed in the first few days. Some were alliances that were present in the first closed beta, like Le Beta and the Brainiacs. But we have some quite funny alliances like Error 1009. So, good idea. We hope you don't have to see that error too often in this game. We have another alliance that needs to be checked. The Genium Miners. It's the top players of the last game that decided to stick together and create an alliance. So the player like Kidman, Major Tom, Tesla, Ward, and so on. So this alliance is the one to watch, because they will be the first. Probably the first to build their Oracle, and they are the main contender at the moment.
Yeah, they'll likely be very competitive.
So don't forget, we have also an alliance recruitment forum, and some alliance like the Avengers are taking already advantage of that. You can apply to the alliance that wants a mission. So it's a good way to find new players, or find for the lone players to find alliance to play another player to play with.
Discuss of playstyle and strategy in there as well to find an alliance that fits your game and playstyle. One of the points you skipped about the new beginning of the game. We're sorry for the false start. We had a little issue when many of you joined the game. If we want to give an example of what the problem was. It was all, debug command showing up.
You don't see anything then. If you see something like that in the game, just report it. And
so players that were starting on near to the edge of the map were experiencing difficulties, and likely anyone exploring those remote areas would have corrupted their data. So we were not already went to launch. We were monitoring closely the beginning of the game when many dozens of you joined. So we saw that rising on the log. So the players didn't even have to complain for us to react. So we stopped the game about 15 minutes in, and Christian the dev worked the fix pretty quickly, and we deployed it. We restarted the game a few minutes later, and it's officially started, going well for now, more than 20 something hours. No major error in the logs, but please still help us making this beta successful and the game a success by reporting the issues you have. Give us the more details you have when you see problems or have crashes. The error 2009 is not a specific error, so do not just complain about having seen one or two or at different places. Give us background on what you did, information of what?
And context.
And context, yeah.
There are a few places where you can report bugs that you can see. The few thread in the bugs forum, and there's always the report a bug function in the game in the toolbox.
There's this one here that should open.
Yeah, it should open something.
Maybe it's because I didn't complete the tutorial with that player.
When you got time, I got a question here.
I guess we have
Sorry about that. We'll work on the question for now.
Okay, the question is said, how do you guys go through your process of coming up with new fragments? What kind of research do you do?
Oh, okay, that's a tough one because we try to find a time. We try to add fragments that are something that is of general culture that can be relevant to a wide market, something that are about popular topics. But in the next few games, the fragments that we will add will be more in exploration, in the place in the area of the world that are currently little shorter fragments like Russia or Northern Africa. So there are some places in the world that needs more fragments. So we add fragments that are specific to this region.
But Max and I, and even Yoshi, are not the best people to explain that to you. Actually, Max's description is pretty boring game design stuff.
Yeah.
Make sure the balance is good between all the regions of the world. There's this cool new section on the website, the blog. I'm in French, so no, the blog is English, so you're gonna be alright. That's one place that Miss K here and the team of intelligent people we have at Genia. That's not all the team that's not everyone working at Genia that are part of that intelligent people team, but we've got a few. They are the one creating the new fragments and knowledge units. If you go on the blog, you'll find multiple articles. They'll be posting more and more as the days goes on, and they try to explain the process of the creation of the fragments and knowledge units.
Yeah, we're always open for suggestions about new fragments and new knowledge to add in the game. So we have threads on the forums about what could be the next fragments, and we are looking at every suggestion you have like that, because it may affect what kind of knowledge we add in the next version of the game. We want to know your interest in order to provide you with an even better play experience by adding knowledge that's most pertinent for you.
If you want to play and help with the team, you can go and comment most of those sections. There's one in particular that is for the community to interact with, the Connect the Unconnected section. So go and browse all that good stuff. So if you're really the curious kind of player that want to get more and more information about fragments and knowledge unit, go and visit the blog. A lot of cool content that was posted there this very week, and we're working on even more and more content.
We got a question here from Love to Dance. She wants to know when we will be adding new fragments to the game.
New fragments will be added about for open beta, which will come in a few games. We're trying to add knowledge in quite a big bunch, because we want not only individual fragment but knowledge that are really related and linked to each other. So we want to have big update on knowledge, and it comes every few months.
Yep.
Usually.
Because even though it's boring, we've got to keep the balance good in the game, or to keep the whole map interesting for players, so do not create disadvantage for any of you. And the plan is, yes, like Max said, to get this batch of knowledge units and fragments that will refresh about 25% of the content you see in the game, and we want that out for open beta at some point this fall, but I will not commit on a date on it.
We got another question from Izzy. Will the chat list always have people from different alliances have been in?
What?
I think she wants to know how do we.
You're sure it's a boy or girl?
Is it? I'm not sure about the pronunciation of his username. Her username?
Please, it's
It's a boy. Okay.
It's a boy!
It's a boy. Like a new king. Yeah, she wants to know.
she wants to know, but it's a boy.
Sorry. We want to know how do we select people to in the chat below the game.
Okay.
Which people are in his chat?
So this chat room, this list of who's online, I guess. So if you
I
can
think
confirm what you said.
you don't see. Yeah, we don't see.
So right below where my cursor should be, there's a who's online with a number in parentheses. This list that pops out if I click that you see now. So those are my friends. Either they're allies from previous games, or I make them my friend by asking them to befriend me, or they ask me to befriend them. That's a mutual relationship. So in green I see online friends, in yellow online but inactive friends, and all the others in gray. Why are they indented like that? It's a bug. We don't want it to happen, but we're working on more important issues like why is the game crashing sometime during you were in the middle of the streak. So, but we'll try to work on this one.
And you can add more people to that list.
Yeah, if you want to add new friends, those are my friends again. Let's say I want to befriend our CEO. I can click on his profile, and oh, he's already my friend. But if he was not, I could click add request for friendship here.
Or you can simply invite new friends to the game. It's another way to work.
Yeah, speaking about friends, that's right. Nice transition, Max. For those of you that didn't notice or heard of it yet, we have the Invite More Friends feature that was activated last weekend. You can invite your friends and receive resources and credits if they go and join and complete the tutorial in the game. So either where it works, the email, Facebook, Twitter, or you can cut and paste this URL. As a matter of fact, if you go and cut and paste this one, I will receive the resource and credits. So make sure that you are logged in with your username and send the information and refer ID with yours. Yes, I know refer is not spelled correctly, but now that it's a parameter in the URL, it's kind of hard to change. We'll have to live with it.
Love to Dance. How do we know our friend got invited? How do we know our invited friend joined the game?
Once your friend has completed the tutorial, you will receive a notification in game that will say you have a reward to collect for this player. Whenever you collect that reward, you will see the player. You will be added as friend in the game, so you will see where they have placed their city. You should be notified as soon as you log on the game. So that's the way you will see it. It's fully automated. So
yeah, next time you log in,
and you'll see a bonus window.
Yeah, bonus window. It will list every player that has joined the game because of your invitation, your FLO. So.
Okay, so there won't be more interaction with the game because my mouse
is dead.
Just died on me. So technical problem are fixed for the network, so Yoshi will be online for the entire duration of the chat because we hardwired the network in the laptop, but we forgot to take new batteries for mouse.
Love to Dance had pointed something really great. What if our resources are capped?
Well, like any bonus in the game, you can get your reward even if your stock are full. You will get the excellent. Even you won't lose anything. Even if you collect anything in the games, either a knowledge or a quest, all excellent genium or energy is stuck even over your capacity.
So when you reach the maximum capacity or go above it, it only stops the production of new energy.
Yeah.
And new
genium,
depending on which is which.
I got a precision here from Movement. She said about the question from the friends list on the chat. Will the friends list from the people from older alliance from Close Beta 1 will persist as a friend in the chat?
Yeah, right now we keep them in your friend list. So if you want to get rid of them, you just have to go click on your friends tab here, and as I was about to do with Martin, because he's hold it, stay up.
You can remove it.
Hardly working. Anyway, you can remove them. Oh, it's working now. Let's see, I remove Martin. So Martin is not my friend anymore. And if I go and trap mouse. Anyone from the studio on the chat right now?
Can I get his name?
Ask for a fresh battery, please.
Can you get us fresh battery?
But as soon as I refresh my Who's Online, he's on his way. My Who's Online and my friend list will reflect the fact that I removed Martin.
We've had a few more questions that were asked in the journal chat or forums in the last day, so we may answer those.
Yep.
The first question is, what happened?
Merci.
Okay, so we have new batteries, so we may be able to show you something in game later on. So the first question we had was, what happened to the Genium and energy production bonus that you could buy with your credits? As if you have checked in the forum, we have already answered that question, but we want everyone to know our position on that. So we don't want the game to be pay to win. That was something that was a concern of some player in the last game, and that's not something that we want. We don't want to be perceived as a play to win game. So we have decided to remove any buyable bonus that give resource in the game. So we have adjusted the Genium production and energy production accordingly. So as you can see, you have an even higher production than you had in the last few games. It's like you have the bonus every single second of the game. So you won't be losing anything like that. It's just that you can buy your way to victory. We have this, as far as monetization go, we have decided that the people that win the game, the players that win the game will be the most knowledgeable, so the people that answer correctly on every question, and the more active. So you need to play and to be knowledgeable to win the game. If for some reason you can't play as much as you could to be very competitive, you can buy tools like a pending task queue slots. So in order to better manage your game time, that's how we want to. We want you to use your credits. You can use your credits to have an advantage for knowledge, to help you in your answer of in your quiz and everything that's about it that is knowledge related, and for your game time. So your time can to complete or add the task to your task queue. So that's it.
And yes, you may have noticed, I know some of you already did, the price for extra queues, a queue slot, was doubled.
And the number of slots was reduced. Well, the number of slots is, well, kind of design bug, because in the last few games before the closed beta, we had this only one task list with the.
Might not confuse the player with it.
Yeah. Okay.
So
anyway, it's my problem. So we reduce the number of tasks because that's how we want it to be. We want players to come back in the game a bit more often, or spend their credit doing so. The cost may be increased, but as you can see, by leveling up, you will gain credit, so you can buy slots by just leveling up.
Yes, you can, but not the credits usually. So that's it, and it won't give you winning advantage to buy more of them. You'll just be able to take some vacation and only play once a day or so. But people that are returning every hours or so and always answer the questions correctly, they do really surf high in the leaderboard. That's the only way to win. To win the game, you gotta play it.
So we have a few more questions, like how do I put specific question in my shield? There are two ways to add question in your shields. The first is whenever you answer a question.
Let's answer a question. Ready, folks? Ta-da!
You have that button idea that is say assign to shield. If you click on that button, you will add it to your shield.
Should I?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should.
Okay. If your shield was full, you will have the opportunity to change the list successful
Let's make it full.
or the oldest
You're so
question.
good.
Man, I'm good.
I got a question from is it? It's a light-hearted. She asking asking us which expert is our favorite.
Oh, that's a good question.
I think yours is the Explorer.
My favorite?
Yeah.
No, I'm not egocentric freak. I don't like the one that resemble me. Favorite expert? Let me think about it. Hesitate between the hacker maybe and the engineer. For no other reason but their look.
If we go beyond
If you want to go with your own pick, you can. But
if we go beyond the look, I think that my preferred expert is the historian, because there's always something that he can do. You don't stay idle for too long. There are many knowledge fragments that need the historian. So
I'll go with the hacker.
yeah, the hacker is good, great too, very great. Okay, so that's the first way that we can add a question to your shield.
And now that my shield is full, I can cancel the fact that I want to assign it to the shield, replace the oldest, or replace the less efficient one, the least efficient one. Strange phrase. And that would be based on the success of the this question, this notion, in fact, against attack I personally received. So I can click that, but I didn't receive any
Okay.
attacks so far.
The other way you can acknowledge your shield is by going to the Genepedia. If you select acknowledge, you already have master.
This one.
Genepedia, you will see some knowledge. You answer something about
Did I answer anything about it?
No. Vegemite, maybe. No, there's nothing yet.
Yeah, there's.
So the sniffer going.
You got
this one.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. And it's already in my shield because it says mastered question used in shield. So that's one
So maybe.
easy way to determine that it is in the shield. I can remove it from you. It goes back to green just to say me it's mastered, and I can use it in the shield. Different than this one that I didn't master yet, so I cannot add it in my shield, and I can just go and put it back. If I want to manage the shield for you, those of you that didn't know it yet, you can go in the shield, click a specific one. I received 0 attacks, so it's like perfect defense so far. I can remove it. Click here and we'll select randomly.
At the moment, I'm pretty sure you have only 5 answer
Yeah,
questions,
that's
so
what
it will always be the same.
But I can make sure that everyone that goes and attack me will be confronted with the Vegemite question.
Yeah, like we did, like earlier this week.
So if you go and attack my
Everyone
player,
got to be confronted with Vegemite.
yeah, for those of you that didn't saw that section on the blog, we most of us in the studio tasted for the first or second time some Vegemite. You can go and see the video and read the article about it. We had fun.
Yeah, lot of fun.
I'm so glad I didn't do this.
Delicious fun. Other questions from the chat?
Yeah, Love to Dance is saying, will it stay to 3 questions to master a fragment?
At the moment, it will stay like that because we don't want to overwhelm you with questions. Already, if you want to fully master the game and answer all the questions, you will have to answer more than 1,000 questions in 30 days. So it's still a lot of questions. So we won't add any more, and we find it's a good balance at the moment.
That's pretty much it.
Great. What's up with Hawaii? During last game, Hawaii is a difficult spot to play early in the game. So for the first, for Close Beta 1, we made sure that one of us in the studio took that, so none of you players would be stuck on Hawaii for a few days, being forced to only construct building in the city. This time around, we left Hawaii free, and I don't know exactly which of you took the place of Hawaii. It's a difficult and slow start because you gotta go on the continent and build a camp to be able to deploy cheaper exploration mission, get mines and new fragments. But you're pretty much inattackable on Hawaii. Because there's no, in this game, it won't always be like that, but there's no camp emplacement on the islands. So anyone attacking you will be charged a lot of energy to be able to attack you. Unless you build an oracle, because they'll be able to attack you from your oracle. But that's a pretty cool place for defense, like the remote areas of the world, and I guess that's why so many players picked some remote islands on the edge of the map during the first minutes yesterday noon, which we don't do. When we test, we often click just in the plain center of the map and end up in the middle of Africa. But you already understand a lot of strategy in our game, and we like it, but you found about that way. So that's what is up with Hawaii. And it's hard to have more than one emplacement on the archipel, because to have a good starting point, a valid starting point, we need to have one low-level mine and one low-level fragments in the direct view of your city for an emplacement to be valid. So there's no room for more than one or two emplacement. The random world generator never gave me two emplacement on Hawaii. We don't do them manually. Anything else in the chat?
Is it said that he loves his little island rather than the coast he was on the last game?
Any more questions?
Because again, the energy for attacks is there's a base cost per attack units. It goes higher and higher with the level of your attack unit. But again, we add another factor based on the distance between your closest location, so you and your camps, and the person you attack. So either the person you attack or his oracle, depending on the target you selected. How do you put specific questions? Checked. Bug reporting. Hopefully it will work better this time around. I've got a mouse.
Yeah, Kringet said earlier that we got lucky. That's the two last battery in the office. The two were
so please, people, go and buy credits. We're short on the batteries. We will soon won't be able to control any mouse in the office. No, seriously, they're all rechargeable batteries because we're eco-friendly at Genie, and we recharge them when we need. So I'll go and put the two from the mouse in the charger as soon as the live chat ends. So putting the little bug in the toolbox, I end up in this survey-like bug report, so you can go and submit your incident in Brainstorm, and then give us more information about it. If you don't do it from here, you can do it in the forums. Where is it? Bugs. How to report. You can report bugs here. Where's the typo section?
I think it wasn't the bug.
It's a specific trade.
Yeah, big rid of typos.
You trade it. So you can find appropriate thread.
Maven said it's
or create
in
a new
bugs.
For some reason, doesn't want me to click on it.
She said she moved everything in bug.
So we have all this list of many pages. No, not many pages. Yeah. But we're looking at them. When we fix, speaking about typos, when we fix content related to questions, knowledge fragments, and knowledge units, we won't do it live in the production environment. We don't want to have modification done there without validation. So we do them in our knowledge editor site first. We will deploy them in batch and only for next game. So if there's big errors, like the answer to the question is not the right one, then we'll go and change in production. But for typos, I won't go and deploy new database fix. Just for that, I know it's important for some of you, but I don't want to risk the stability of the game or the questions to fix just some typos.
Enough to the answer here said, when will the water come in play? When we will be adding fragment and like Atlantis in the water?
It's somewhere in the roadmap, but
Did she thought of it, or did Martin just hooked her with the
No,
question?
that's not the answer.
no, we have a lot of players that want to explore water. It's something that we definitely want to add somewhere in the future, but it's gonna be a nice expansion for the game. So expanding to Antarctica or the water, or even maybe other maps. It could be the moon or something like that. We have a lot of room to increase the knowledge we have either in this map or in another map. So it's somewhere in the roadmap as far as we plan right now. We want to add all the features that are missing first and remove any bug and stabilize the build before we add new ways to explore, new ways to play the game. But it's something that we find it's a very good idea, and we want to keep it for a good expansion sometime in the future.
Good.
Really good.
How about a round world versus a flat world?
Again, it's all about the priorities. So that's something that we want to do in the game, but we want to have a further view of the map system when we will add the round world. Because right now how the coordinate system works and everything like that, it's not as simple as it seems to simply wrap the world around. So when we will be modifying our map technology, we will be adding the knowledge round or cylindrical world. So
Yeah, without giving you too much details, we've got some technical refactoring we want to do in the following months. So with that, maybe it's going to be easier to have it either a cylinder or a sphere over the rectangular map we have right now. But we'll work on making sure you can have fun with this rectangular map game for the moment, and we have those other technical we found in the one.
yeah, at the moment, because we are still in closed beta, we are a lot of time for bug fix, and we're trying to improve the game and react to your feedback. So when something is broken, when something is very unbalanced, we spend a lot of time to fix that, get a better game. So when we have a game that's fully balanced and is very enjoyable for everyone without any crash and that, we will be adding more feature and more and a lot more systems in the game. So
There's some proposition for the game, for the expansion pack. Is it the Brainstorm, the Legend of the Sea, the Lord of the Sea? Maven said brainstorm the game, fun with rectangles.
All right. So thanks, Yoshi, for keeping up with the chat with us. We'll be again the three of us next week. I don't think any other. No, you're on vacation.
Yeah,
So
but
we're
Mega
back.
Jam will be.
Mega Jam's back?
Yeah, right.
So thanks for watching. Merci beaucoup d'avoir été avec nous. Some of you were already knew about my T-shirt today, so hope you loved it. I'm a Formula One fan, so go Red Bull this weekend. It's the last race before the summer break. So that was my own personal touch. So thank you again for watching. We're having fun doing them. Hopefully you're having fun watching them and chatting with us. See you next week.
See you next week.
Let's do it.